And there's more leaves, just when I thought I got them. The gutting of the interior was quite exciting. Pretty straightforward. Pulled the door sills off. Those little tabs on the edge of the carpet, lift those up. Take the bolts out of the seat, pull the seats out. Center console has 2 bolts within the console and screws on the side, and then screws up here. Took those out, took everything out. I took it out because not only is the carpet just in dire need of a deep cleaning, but this cap was pushed off of here and the carpet was soaking wet in the corner. Luckily there's no real rust or anything from it, but got a little lucky with that. So what you're looking at here is standard on any car. It's the heater box. The heat and AC takes place in here. The only way you're ever going to get the mouse smell out is if you remove everything. So what you're looking at is a shop vac hose taped to a garden hose, taped to a fluid line to reach into the crevices to vacuum it out. Then I hit it with high pressure steam, high pressure air, and bleach. And I promise you that is the only way you're ever going to get all the smell out of this car, or any heater for that matter, because it will just get caked into all those little veins of the heater and AC, and that's the only way you're going to do it, and it's going to take a few hours like it did for me. So what I'm doing now, it's very noisy, is vacuuming out the old brake fluid. I'm starting with the driver's front. No rhyme or reason why I'm doing the fluid at this moment other than I'm working on the brakes and I have a bug up my butt to get it done. So there's the fluid draining down. This is a tool off Amazon. It was like 20 bucks. That's my Milwaukee compressor that is probably not exactly suited for this project, but that's all I got. So it is sucking out the fluid, and that's what matters. You crack open the bleeder, put the wrench on, and drain it all out. So I tore into the front brakes a little bit. The caliper pistons move just fine. The caliper itself is real crusty. The rotors are shot to hell. That's all the rust that it shed while I wailed on it trying to get it to come free. I know you really shouldn't do that, but I don't have the bolts for this, and ACE is closed. I got the rotors there, and I got fresh brake pads there. So when I took them off, I realized the issue was the caliper brackets were seized. So I said, screw it, and I went to back to the scrapyard, and the car that I grabbed all these parts off of actually had relatively new brakes. As you can see, these are so lightly used, they only have a little bit of surface rust on them, telling me that they're probably only maybe a year old or 2. So I got 2 calipers for I think 40 bucks or so, and I got the bracket I needed for the fender that I ended up just destroying trying to remove the old one. So I'm gonna clean these up and hit them with a coat of paint so they don't look like shit when they go on the car. Helps dull it up a little bit, especially since it has actual wheels that you can see the caliper through. Then I got the injector wire, so I'm gonna splice that in. What else? There's a lot going on. I got a whole sea of parts here. So I got my work cut out for me yet. I'm getting excited for it though. All right, everybody, I currently want to slam my balls in a waffle iron because I wanted to pull apart today. Retrieved some, what I thought to be pretty nice calipers and brackets, and they are different. And I'm in a car and they're different. I'm pretty mad right now. So I'm salvaging the old ones. I just scrubbed the shit out of them with the steam cleaner and some Simple Green, and I'm gonna hit them with some paint real quick so they look less terrible. Nathan, show them what beautifulness I did have going on.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Well, we're gonna have these old turds looking like that in a second, and I'm gonna have to go back to pull apart and return those. So I'm gonna go hit these with some paint outside.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for the second time since we painted in the dark.
32 seconds later, I realized I Missed a lot of spots. Okay, we're good. Hi everybody, I'm currently questioning my
okay.
life choices.
Those lights are so bad. I hate them.
Depot lights.
I hate them so much. These, I love these glass 400 lights.
Yeah, I know. Makes me happy. Once guys are gray. Oh, good.
Stop. Oh my.
So
Holy crap. Well, that's $10 gone.
So to get the sap off the windows, got the steamer with a microfiber, and all I'm doing is scrubbing the individual sap dots. And once they get down to just barely a residue, like right here, I just hit it with a razor blade, and that gets the remnants off. And then when I do the whole damn thing like this, I'll go around with a microfiber soaked in rubbing alcohol and just lightly whirl the spots that I scraped off of. That way there's absolutely no residue left. And then when I'm all done, I'm gonna buff the windshield with glass cooktop polish, and that'll get all the imperfections totally out, other than deeper scratches and that type of thing. But that'll make it so the water sheets off the window better, kind of like it does at the factory, or out of the factory I should say. And I'll probably even top it off with some Rain-X. Miraculously, it's clean. It's not perfect by any means. There's a lot of swirls in it, but it's white paint on an old car. I don't care. Look at how much better it is. That's what it was. Junk. Nicer junk. I'm happy. Here's the end of day 6, maybe 7. I'm not even keeping track anymore. I got the disgusting tint off. Huge difference. I'm leaving the eyebrow up there even though it's purple because the guy buying the car doesn't care, and he says it's better than nothing up there, so I'll leave it. But the interior is now complete. I'll probably run the wet vac over the floor mats one more time just to get them a little more fluffy because they're kind of rock hard from how much dirt was in them. But look at that. Hallelujah. You can see out the side windows. Sunroof, like I was saying earlier, is now hazy instead of basically like a... Well, I think it's safe to say the sway bar link was the cause of the front end noise. I had to cut it off the top just now right here, and it just kind of popped out the bottom. So yeah, done. That's not gonna rust, that's for sure. I cleaned it and the rust was scraped. Masking was kept to a minimum because it doesn't really matter. Got a little bit on there. Got a little bit on the wash bottle, but guess what? You can't see them when everything's put together in here. So all that matters is it's nice and protected from the elements.